Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all that take time to watch my videos. Let's get straight in tonight. It's the 1st of March tomorrow, so, the months are going by, more positivity around. The government's announced that there's a roadmap that will get us out of these restrictions. The vaccinations are going really well. Everything just seems to be a little bit more positive. The sun's out, great vitamin D exposure. So yeah, things are good. So tonight there's a really, hopefully shortish sort of video about limiting beliefs and what does that mean. We all have them. Whether you're suffering with depression and anxiety, and if your beliefs at this moment in time are that I'll never recover, or I can't get myself out of this hole, or I'll never feel any different. You will if you start to believe in yourself. You will if you start to believe that things will get better for you. And the limiting belief at this moment in time, if you are one of these people who are thinking like that, is you. The limiting belief is you and the way that you're thinking. Let me try and put it into context for you. There's a couple of examples tonight that I'm really passionate about, really passionate, and they're really good examples of limiting beliefs. So the first one that I want to give is Roger Bannister and Diane Leather. So Roger Bannister, as you know, or you may not know, was the first athlete to break under 4-minute mile. Okay, so he ran a mile in under 4 minutes. And the same with Diane Leather as well. And you might think, well, what's important about that? Why is that anything to do with anxiety and depression? Well, a lot of it is to do with the belief that he had in himself and his ability, and what Diane had in her ability and herself. It's really important to focus on the things that you want to achieve. If you want to achieve an anxiety-free life, or a depression-free life, or, whatever that may be, you have to believe it. You have to dream it. You have to taste it. You have to smell it. You have to live it. And if you do that, then you quite often find yourself heading towards that direction. See, the big thing was that no one believed in I think it was 1954, when the record was broken. No one believed that it could be done. No one believed that it could be done. It's remarkable, isn't it? Because today, so many of people have done it, and, the world records get beaten all the time. But what happened in May of 1954 that made Roger Bannister so determined, so passionate, so focused? It was his belief that he could do it. The same as Diane Leather, her belief that she could do it. It's remarkable when you think. And what happened was, up until that point, so relatively recent history, 1950s, is not that long ago. What happened up until that point is that everyone was saying, it can't be done, it can't be done. And you know what? No one had ever done it. No one had ever done it. And then since the 1950s, multiple people have done it. Multiple people. Even school children have done it, or senior school children have done it. So what's the difference? Because as soon as he had broken that barrier, that belief that everyone had, as soon as he broke it, people started doing it. So people started to break that time frame continuously. Isn't that amazing? That one moment in time when these two incredible athletes, Roger Bannister and Diane Leather, broke these records. Boys, girls looking up to them as people they wanted to be like. They started to believe that they could do it. I'm going to do that. And they did it. That's a limiting belief before that was broken. And Roger and Diane had these mindsets that, no, I'm not going to listen to anyone. I'm not going to listen to the naysayers, or whatever you want to call them, or I'm not going to listen to that negativity. I'm going to go out there and do it. I believe in myself. I believe that I'm physically capable of doing that. And they did it. Isn't that incredible? Absolutely incredible. So you can do it. You can get there. You can, train yourself. You can get your toolbox out. You can work on things so much more vividly if you believe that you can do it. Let that sink in for a second, because I believe, if someone says that I can't do something, that's kryptonite. That's absolute, it's the petrol on the fire for me. If someone says I can't do it, boom, just you watch. Competition, healthy competition, but competition. And I've had that several times in my life where someone said, you can't do that. And guess what? I've done it. I told myself I couldn't swim up until I was, 36? I didn't swim. And one day, all right, I had some help from a friend. I learnt to swim. Boom. Limiting belief gone. It's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. And there's another analogy as well. Or, it happens. It's not an analogy, but it's a true story. Where elephants in the jungle inadvertently go and baby elephants wander into where people are inhabiting areas of forests or villages, and the locals take these baby elephants, and all they do is sit them on their own and put a chain round one of their feet. I don't know if you've ever seen this on TV. It's quite upsetting. And if you've ever wondered when you see things on telly where, how do you train an elephant? How do you train an elephant to not run off or not charge my house down or the tree that is next to my house and destroy everything in the village? How do they do that? They take them when they're really young and they put a chain round one of their feet. And yes, and the other end of the chain is round a tree. And you know what? Yeah, baby elephant can't escape from that. It's being conditioned. It's being conditioned to stay in place, to stay put, not to run off, not to destroy anything. And then later in life, as the elephant grows, it still has this chain, but it's a small poxy chain. This huge, beautiful animal could snap the chain without even a blink of an eyelid. But it doesn't. Because it has a limiting belief. It's been conditioned to stay where it is. It's been conditioned to do as it's told, to follow an instruction, to, roll over or whatever they do. I don't know. But why? Because it doesn't know any different. Elephants are incredibly beautiful, intelligent animals, phenomenal animals. Really, really intelligent. And yet, you've got this really thin bit of chain round its leg that stops it from doing anything, even as an adult. Why? It's a limiting belief. It's been conditioned. You see, there is something worse than death. And that is not to have had a life at all. Just let that soak in a second. If you're struggling to combat or fight or put up a brave face against anxiety or depression, start to believe in yourself. Start to have that confidence that, this won't last forever. We've all been there. We've been in them places where it's not nice. It feels like nothing's going to change. Believe in yourself. Do something that scares you. Break them chains, break them limiting beliefs, break them down and throw them away. And yes, they will reoccur at some point, or they'll pop into your mind when you're least expecting it. Deal with them. If you don't swim, like I didn't, I was 36 years old. For 36 years, it had been on my New Year's resolution. For, well, 20 odd years, it had been on my New Year's resolution. Never happened. Why? Because it was a limiting belief. So if I can give you one tip and one more tool for the toolbox, it's belief in yourself. Believing better for you. And it starts with you. It always starts with you. The person that looks back at you in the mirror, it always starts with you. But believe it, feel it, live it, dream it, taste it. What's it feel like? And you'll soon start to feel a difference. Don't be like the baby elephant. Break the chains down, run free, do what you know is right, and become who you want to be. And don't fall into the trap of being in the anxious bubble or depressive bubble. Believe in yourself. I hope this has been a really useful video, another one for the toolbox. I'll go into some more detail in future videos. I hope that that you enjoy these videos. I know I'm enjoying doing them for you. So please like and share. Share. Let's try and get these videos to people that need it, you know. Okay, take care everyone. Make sure you challenge yourself. 1%, do something, whatever that may be. Take care of yourselves. Good night.